right. Hi. Welcome to the Shark Stream. It's me, it's Gage, aka Acid Shark, and it is Final Fantasy XIV Day. Now, I'm not going to mince words with you. Today's a rough one for a lot of folks. Some more than others, obviously. And I hope that... I don't know, I always feel weird streaming in times like these, but I mean, like, with how the world is right now, it's hard to find a time to stream when something isn't happening. And generally speaking, I feel like if I can do something small that helps someone else just kind of like pull themselves up and get to a point where they can, you know, keep going with what it is they need to do, then, you know, that's what I'm here for. So today, we're going to be checking out a couple things in Final Fantasy XIV. We're going to be starting with the new Heavensturn event that started earlier this week, before going into the YoRHa Dark Apocalypse raid series. One of my favorite pieces of content in this game. Now, I actually have played the YoRHa Dark Apocalypse series on stream before as part of my Final Fantasy XIV stream series, but notably, the context in which I played through the YoRHa Dark Apocalypse series, was that it was part of my greater series playing through the Nier games. So playing through Replicant, Automata. What was it, the order I did? I did Replicant, Automata, YoRHa Dark Apocalypse, and then Gestalt was the order in which I did it. So I did that more or less as part of, like, hey, here's the Nier series, here is the crossover raid series with Final Fantasy XIV, with a bunch of concepts and stuff that you may recognize, and some you may not, if you're not also familiar with Drakengard. Wild goddamn thing happened recently. The soundtrack for Drakengard 3 was put up on music streaming platforms. Now, I'm not exactly complaining about that. Drakengard 3 has an absolutely banger soundtrack. If you've never heard it before, I highly recommend tracking it down. I was obsessed with the last song that's like just what it's called, is the last song. I was obsessed with that song for like a week back when I think I watched through like an entire like cutscene compilation for Drakengard 3 because I wasn't 100% certain if I wanted to play it. Drakengard as a series is, how to put this? People think that Nier goes some rough places, between, the events of Replicant / Gestalt and Automata, in terms of, like, choices the characters make or events that they have to go through and things like that. But quite frankly, Nier don't got shit on the sort of stuff Drakengard puts its characters through. Specifically 1 and 3. 2 is a little bit more softball, but Yoko Taro wasn't involved in that one. So it doesn't have quite as much of the sauce as Drakengard 1 and 3 have. But holy shit, also. Like, if you've never looked up... If I were to make a video that was just... Juju told you about Drakengard? Yeah. If I were to make a video that was just me factually talking about 3 specific characters, like... I don't know how else to put this. Drakengard has characters in it. The first game has characters in it. The third game has characters in it. There are characters in the Drakengard series where if I were to just make a video that was me looking directly into the camera and telling you factually what those characters are like, what they've done, and what their interests and hobbies are, it would be... Oh, man. Demonetized probably isn't a strong enough word. Oh, boy. But it's also, like... Nuked from orbit. Yeah, exactly. Hello, wife. Welcome. And yeah, Lila, that's about as detailed I'm looking to get into it. Because, whoo, golly. Some of the greatest narratives ever put to gaming, though. Like, quite frankly, if we're being entirely honest, like, holy fucking shit. Oh god, there's a YouTuber that I remember did a really good, like, series of videos about Drakengard and Nier. And it's interesting to go and watch those, because, like, a bulk of them, the playable characters are the worst people ever. At least for the first game, yeah. For the third game, it's, I mean, a lot of them are still pretty bad. The third game is buck wild, though. Like, when you know, like, what's going on specifically in the narrative of that game... Oh, man. I have been talking about doing, like, a Drakengard and Nier lore stream for... back in when I was doing my Replicant playthrough. Honestly. Like, back during my Replicant playthrough, I was talking with, like, Audrey and B of being, like... Because I think Audrey and B were doing a bit of just, like, can you explain to us the lore of this game series? And I'm just like, oh, boy. 1, there's a lot. 2, there's a lot. But no, it's, like, it's the same level of, like... It's the same level of narrative sauce that, like, Nier and Automata have. God, I should replay Nier. What a good fucking game. Now I'm just thinking about Nier again. Oh. I don't know. I'd be willing to do another stream of Gestalt. At a minimum. Although maybe I'd be slightly more willing to do another playthrough of Replicant, honestly. Considering Replicant has the full voice acting and all the extra content. I'd have to do, like, a fresh playthrough, though. You know? I don't know. I just really like Nier. I really like I haven't played any of the Drakengard games. I like reading about them and hearing about them and watching videos about them. But playing them, I think I'm good, honestly. Ah, boy. But we're not here to play. Well, I mean, we are. We're here to. It's YoRHa Dark Apot. It's a Final Fantasy 14 day. I have put together... Okay, so... Borf? Okay, so, Do you want to know something interesting I found out? So, I tried to put together, like, special outfits for, holiday events in FF14. For no other reason than just, like, it's fun to do. Like, just make, like, a themed outfit. I did find out that I wore the same, like, Starlight Celebration outfit this year as I did last year, except last year I had it with the reindeer antlers, and this year it was with the Santa hat. But here's the outfit I made for Heavensturn. I tried to make an outfit that was as horse-coded as possible. And I was just like, oh yeah, there's those, like, boots that, like, look at... They're kind of, like, built like horse hooves. I was just like, oh man, where do I even get those? And I looked it up, and it's just like, oh yeah, it's a PvP item. I'm like, fuck you mean it's a PvP item? God damn it. And then, the most miraculous thing happened. I had wolf marks on me. Evidently, from some, like, previous, like, smattering of PvP runs, I already had the what's the word I'm looking for? The currency on me to get the thing that I was showing up for. So I've got the Widow Horsehoof boots now. And then, of course, I put on, like, the outfit that gives you the big fluffy tail. Now, the big thing was the headpiece. I wanted something that made it look like I had a mane. And this was the closest thing I had. And then I think these are one of... I think these gloves are one of the, what's the word I'm looking for? They are a, artifact weapon, I'm pretty sure. They felt hoof-coated to me, though. And then, of course, I've got the YoRHa starting gear on, because, like, you know, gotta accentuate the haunches. But my initial thought was just like, okay, they made a bunch of headgear available for YoRHa. I might as well check to see if, like, any of, like, the Bugyo helmets work with YoRHa. And exactly 2 of them do. Exactly 2 of the helmet models work with YoRHa now. Neither of them are the horse, which is wild to me, considering just like, hey, it's the year of the horse that's coming up. You'd think maybe you'd make the one that is going to be the year it's... I don't know. Fucked me up. Tell you that much for free. Seize the Nay. The Uma Bugyo would entreat your aid for the Heavensturn festivities. In honor and glory do we first lay eyes upon one another. I am the Uma Bugyo, the head of a delegation from the far eastern nation of Hingashi. We are come on a mission to tend to the fire of friendship with your YoRHa. This we seek to do by sharing the joys of our Heavensturn customs, which differs from those observed on these shores. While the people of YoRHa choose a deity to be first among the 12, we in the Far East grant the honor to one of 12 noble beasts. And this year, the honor belongs to the horse, the most dignified and dependable of steeds. Now, though I previously had the pleasure of introducing the horse in YoRHa, few are they still who have true appreciation for the creature. This time, therefore, it is my hope to better convey its appeal, its gallantry and majesty, to which end we are planning to have them march in a procession. Presently, a member of our delegation is out spreading the word of the event to the people of Limsa. He wears a unique kabuto like mine, and has a delightful mascot with him besides. Alas, said mascot is as anxious as it is adorable, and we are having some difficulty handling it. I feel like all of the Heavensturn rewards recently have been like minions. As an adventurer, I dare say you have a wealth of experience interacting with creatures great and small. If you are willing, might we prevail upon your aid? Yeah, okay. In humility and gratitude do I receive your assent. Without further ado, my assistant, the YoRHa, set off in the direction of the drowning wench. Pray, seek him out and offer your able assistance. Because I'm trying to remember... Let me take a look at my... No, that's not it. That's Faceware. Let's take a look at the minion guide here real quick. I'm trying to remember which ones we've gotten here for... God, I have so fucking many. Dragon and Snake at least the last 2 years. Why the scholar who crafted this mechanical marvel felt that an already deadly dragon need carry a sword, and a legendary one at that, remains unclear. When questioned, he simply refused to alter the design and began muttering about drop rates. Which was the one for the dragon again? Because I remember the snake one was a variation of the Serpent of Ronka. Yeah, it was this guy. So which one was the dragon one? Do I have that one? Oh, right, it was a dressed-up chocobo chick. It was this one, Ryunosuke. That's right. My assistant, the YoRHa, set off in the direction of the drowning wench. Pray seek him out and offer him your able assistance. Okay. Oh, there he is. Uma no Unicult. Nay. Love to help my internet hate Saturday FF14, it seems. Unfortunate. I think I should be okay. I go into the YoRHa raids as a tank, so I shouldn't have too much trouble getting into them. And I've played those particular raids so much that I'm just really good at them. Oh. Food in my mouth. Come here, I say. Come here. How am I to promote the procession when it refuses my every command? Hey, bro. Hey, my bromide. Ah, forgive me. I did not notice you there. Bunny, bunny, banani, banani, banoy. The Umabugyo sent you, you say? I could indeed do with some help. The little one there is a unicult, the young of a unicorn, rare even in Eorzea. Oh yeah, I've seen those before. I have one that I use as a mount sometimes, on occasion, when I'm feeling frisky. The unicorn mount quest is so goddamn weird. It's such an odd duck because you can only do it as a conjurer, not as a white mage. They've never updated it so that you can do it as a white mage. You can only do it if you're a conjurer. Meaning that if you want to do it, and you've already progressed your white mage, you have to remove your fucking jobstone, which is so weird to me. Like, why wouldn't you just rewrite that? I don't get it. Our delegation was able to borrow it for this Heavensturn celebration, but as you can see, it is disinclined to obey me. While I am versed in the handling of horses and could tame the unruliest of them, this creature has eluded all my attempts to reach out to it. It appears to be daunted by its new surroundings, and will neither move nor respond to aught I say.
Are you a little guy?
I think he likes me. Nay. Nay. Huh. What's this? The Unicult approaches you of its own accord. When I collected it from Ishgard, I was told that unicorns favor those who are pure of heart. I had thought it a myth, but the creatures may truly have the ability to sense our intent. In my eagerness to use it for our festivities, I may have driven it away, while you drew it to yourself with your innocence. Sure, man. Nay. Well, well. Unless I am mistaken, it wishes to say that, with you, it would be willing to promote the Heavensturn procession. Loath though I am to impose, might I ask you to take the Unicult with you and spread the word of the event? The procession will set forth from the Zephyr Gate in Middle Lenosia and strike southward. To begin with, you might try approaching the folk nearby. When you have finished, pray report to the Umabugyo. I leave the Unicult in your capable hands. Okay. You got it. Nay. Nay. The Umino Unicult is eager to set forth with you. Take it around the area and inform the locals about the Heavensturn procession. Let's go, little man. Nay. Nay. The Umino Unicult whinnies spiritedly, eager to promote the procession. I don't think there's any sort of like special areas, it looks like, so let's head on in. Hey, you like horses? How do you feel about haunts? Ah, it's Heavensturn again, ain't it? Our Far Eastern friends have got something in store for us, I gather. Yeah. Well now, what a curious little creature. What exactly is it? We can do this. Together. No, Igeld would do this. Nay. 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 So it's the Heavensturn mascot, and I see now that it's a unicorn, which makes this the year of the horse. I? Nay. Nay. Nay? So it's not the year of the horse? That explains the style of its adornments. I am mostly out on the sea, so I don't have much contact with horses. There's a thriving harness trade over in Kugane. Chocobos in Eorzea and horses in the Far East. It's interesting, isn't it, how two different creatures in faraway lands claim to be embraced in the same way? Yeah, sure. Whatever you say, man. Bunny bunny banani bunny. There's to be a procession outside the city, you say? That sounds like a good bit of fun. We'll tell everyone we know about it. Nay. Nay. The Unicult appears to be pleased at having promoted the event. Continue taking it around the city and spreading the word. I will do that. Let's go, little man. Oh, I don't have my fucking thing up. Hold on. Where's the chat blocker? Here it is. You like horses? At a unicorn, young I spy. And it's the mascot for this year's Heavensturn, you say? I see. Might be as you're aware, but the grand companies have been employing horses on a trial basis. Something has came about years ago thanks to the Heavensturn celebration. Being hard to come by in Eorzea, they're not like to replace chocobos, but by all accounts, they're comfortable creatures to ride. Seeing the little one here reminded me of that, and if the Maelstrom's also taken part in the procession as I expect, I'll make a point of ducking out to watch it. Hell yeah. We're doing so good, little guy. You're such a good mascot. I mean, like, for some holidays it's easy because it's just like, oh, this holiday has like an outfit that you can wear for it, and Heavensturn does have an outfit, but it's an outfit that's like designed to be worn with like the kabutos, the helmets, which again, I only have so many that there's only like 2 that I'm actually able to wear. Nay, nay.
Huh? What? Oh my, you gave me quite a shock. Whatever you might be, I've never seen a horned beast like you before.
Bunny bunny banani banani banoy.
Ah, so that's why it's attired this way. I must say I do enjoy it when Heavensturn comes to YoRHa. It allows us to experience Far Eastern culture right here at home, and this procession sounds delightful. I assume the little one will be part of it as well?
Nay.
Hee hee, how adorable. I'm not too familiar with horses, so I look forward to seeing them in all their gallantry and majesty.
Hey. Do 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 do. Nay. Nay. Okay, I've done horse stuff. Oh, what a time to take a bite. Fuck. Hold on. Ah, you are returned. I am given to understand that you have been promoting the procession together with the Unicult. And a most excellent job you have done of it, if the excitement among the townspeople is any indication. Allow me to express my heartfelt thanks for your assistance. Yeah, dog, you're welcome. Now then, may I ask how our mascot fares? When last I beheld it, it was starting at fairly every sight and sound. Yeah, he's right here. Nay, nay. Well now, look how outgoing and cheerful you have become. Had I not known better, I would not think you the same creature. Lest you wonder, there is a reason why we went through not inconsiderable effort to have a unicorn be our mascot for this year's celebration. It all began during my previous visit to Eorzea. In our impassioned desire to introduce the horse to your land, we had incurred the ire of a fraternity representing chocobo interests, with whose leader I engaged in a heated argument. Thankfully, an Ishgardian knight chanced to be on hand, a charmingly irrepressible, silver-haired gentleman, who helped us to resolve matters in civility and amity. Bearing the crest of the unicorn upon his person, he smiled as he expressed his tremendous and equal admiration for horses and chocobos both. Orshfond, you beautiful motherfucker. In recalling that episode, I was reminded of the greatness of bonds that transcend nations, and so, when our delegation was due to visit Eorzea once more, I was inspired to reach out to the noble house to which that knight belonged. For a time, I had feared what might become of this year's event, but thanks to the Unicult, and you for helping it come into its own, I have confidence that all shall be well. And thus his horseplay kink was established. Nay. Yes, all shall be well indeed. Much like the Ishgardian Knight, I believe you possess an innate ability to bring disparate hearts and souls together. That being the case, with you having promoted the procession, full sure am I that we shall have a great crowd in attendance. Now then, the hour of the event is upon us. We shall begin as soon as the preparations are complete. Aha. majesty in motion. The Umabugyo is eager to get the Heavensturn procession underway. Even as we speak, my faithful assistants should be seeing to the final preparations of the procession's departure point. Being immediately outside the Zephyr Gate, the people should not have trouble finding it. I dare say even you can make your own way there, little one, now that you have been around the city. Nay. Nay! Nay. Hehe, it does me well to see the Unicult in such good spirits. Now, seeing as you kindly promoted the procession, it seems only natural that you attended as well. Will you not do us the honor? I will not. I mean, yes, I will. Excellent. Pray seek out the YoRHa outside the Zephyr Gate. He can direct you to the best locations for viewing the event. I'm gonna need to, like, teleport, huh? Nay. The Umino Unicult whinnies cheerfully, eager for the procession to begin. Ah, so you've come too. I was quite surprised when the Unicult appeared alone. Nay. Nay! In the short time it has been with you, it has become apparent completely at ease around people. You truly have a way with beasts. Now then, those participating in the procession should be arriving soon. Wow, 3 of them. Ah, these horses, might they be? Uh-huh. Indeed, they're the first to be brought in from the Far East after your delegation's visit years ago. Being of a breed suited to our climes, they fared very well. I don't know why I have this accent. We employ them in patrols and various other duties, and they've proven themselves most dependable. As their riders and carriers both, it gives us great pride to present them before the people on the occasion of this Heavensturn. Mm-hmm. But to have our 3 steeds lined up side by side, I've no doubt that mine is the finest among them. I beg to differ. Mine has the brightest eyes, the shiniest coat, and noblest bearing. Any and all can see that it is the finest. Girls, you're both pretty. Heh, as you can see, we're quite taken with our horses. Uh-huh. These splendid steeds will make their way together along the road, putting their gallant and majestic forms on display. A marvelous way to mark the coming of the year of the horse, I trust you'll agree. Nay. Huh? What's this? You wish to join the procession? But you're just a little guy. While I'm impressed with your newfound courage, little one, I fear it would not be safe for you to run among war-trained creatures several times your size. Nay. I think it'd be a great addition to the event. Ugh. Crack on my neck. If you will accompany it, perhaps there is no cause for concern. And 'tis true that the people would be delighted to see our adorable mascot. Very well, you may take part. Nay. Let us proceed in this manner. While the Grand Company horses travel along the road, the Unicult shall run freely through the fields with you at its side. That will help the procession end on a charming accent, I believe. Aha. Without further ado, then, let the good officers and I set forth. We shall see you in the Unicult at the procession's end. Bum, bum, bum. Bow wow. Nay! The Umino Unicult is champing at the proverbial bit to set forth. Certain dudes require you to follow an NPC to a designated location. Should you fall too far behind, the NPC will return to the starting point, and you must speak with them to try again. Oh, fuck. Nay! Everyone's cheering for you, little guy. You can do it. Oh, he's really booking it. Nay! The Una Unicult is savoring the joy of running freely while being cheered on by the people. Nay! Whoa! Fucking taking off, goddamn. I've started reading Fall of Numenor again. Which I had started doing back when I was still playing, like, Lord of the Rings games and, like, Hobbit games and everything adjacent to that. Nay! Nay! The Umino Unicult appears tremendously satisfied. And it's been interesting to get to the part of the book that I'm at, where, so just for clarification, Fall of Numenor is essentially like a collection of disparate texts from all across like Tolkien's Legendarium that specifically give like the story of the Second Age through the eyes of this like settlement of men that was known for being like it was intended as like almost like an enlightened society of men within the context of Middle-earth. That went down dry. Excuse me, goodness. And it's one of the major focuses of the Amazon series Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. So they released a almost companion book about Numenor. The Umino Unicult is eager to continue on to your destination. Pew! Let's fucking go! Just about at the end of it. We did it. Nay! We were watching from here. You ran impressively, little one. Here, here. Be it a great stallion or a growing foal, few things are more magnificent than a horse in motion. Smile. In the Far East, 'tis believed that to behold a horse's majestic form in the new year is to pray for peace and plenty. Furthermore, the unicorn is a symbol of the bond between our lands, a mark of friendship that shall endure for generations. These two things serve to lend the procession even greater meaning. Oh. Nay. In Ishgard, the unicorn is held to be a sacred beast that assists in religious rites. 'Tis rather fitting that it should assist in Heavensturn as well. Is that so? That is most fascinating, for the unicorn is also considered a sacred beast in the Far East, possessed of divine powers. Distant though our lands may be, we have much and more in common. To have the little one be a part of the celebration is auspicious indeed. Oh, there he goes. Nay! Nay! Uh-huh. Haha, truly a horse in motion is a magnificent sight. With that, my fellows and I shall tend to the tidying up. In the meantime, I would be grateful if you could report to the Umabugyo. My thanks again for your invaluable aid.
Aye.
I'll talk more about Fall of Numenor in just a second. Bunny, 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 nay. In gladness and glee do I welcome your return. By the Unicult's buoyant bearing alone, I could tell that the procession was a rousing success. Nay, nay. You have done very well, little one, going far above and beyond your duty as a mascot. Rightly proud of yourself you may be. Now, in the course of being at your side, our once wary Unicult has forged a bond of trust with you. Is this not so? I suppose? Then in hope and faith do I ask that you take it with you on your journeys. In your care, I believe it can reach its full stride, and our Ishgardian friends would doubtless agree. Okay. In parting, I bid you enjoy the Heavensturn festivities while they last, and on behalf of our delegation, I wish you health and happiness in the year ahead. I got a little guy. Should you wish to draw Omikuji, the Omikujishi has returned to offer services for the remainder of the celebration. Seek him out for a Heavensturn fortune. Furthermore, 12 extra fortunes have been divined this year. Keep a watchful eye on the prosperity section of your Omikuji and discover what new journeys might lie in wait for you. Ooh. Alright, well, let's go pull it. Greetings, my friend. I deal in Omikuji, the traditional Far Eastern fortunes. Would you care to draw one? Yeah, dog. I gotta make sure I'm ready to screenshot this. You may draw as many as you like, but know that you must pay a fee of 100 gil per draw. That's fine, I had a big payday recently. Very good, I shall be happy to oblige. I've gotten, like, bad fortunes 2 years in a row. Grave misfortune. 3 years in a row! Good lord. Thou shalt experience considerable misfortune. Heed these words of guidance, and thy luck may change. Adventure, thou shalt be made to wait to sally forth. With apologies, pray abide in patience. They're gonna delay 8.0. Relationships, the flower is beyond thy reach. Seek it to thy sorrow. Prosperity, a thief's map shall avail you not. Turn instead to that of thine allies. Conflict, cast aside idle thoughts, and focus wholly on that which requireth thine attention. Favor, unless thou embrace order like unto the keeper, thy difficulties shall become graver still. Cool, man. How did you fare? Whether it was the desired result or otherwise, I pray the words imparted by the fortune serve to guide you in the coming days. Okay. This keeps happening to me. But yeah, so Fall of Numenor. It's been interesting because the entire thing with Fall of Numenor is that it's cobbled together from stuff in, like, the appendices of Lord of the Rings, in the Silmarillion, in what's called Unfinished Tales, and various other sources throughout Tolkien's work. So it becomes, like, really interesting when, like, you'll find something where it's just like you have this entire spread of, like, a number of chapters that are discussing the life of this one particular king of Numenor. and how much he was like a bad father and husband because he was one of those like, "Arg, my one true love be the sea" kind of motherfuckers. And it's just like, okay, so this was clearly part of like some work where the intention was to tell the tale of like this individual and the people he surrounded himself with and the effect that he had on those people. And then like you'll finish that up and then it's just like, oh yeah, here's like the next like 12 kings over like the next 12 kings and queens over a span of like 7 pages. Nothing particularly interesting happened. It's just during this time, just people really didn't like elves. And another thing that's been really interesting, especially in the context of like reading this after having seen Rings of Power, right, is that Rings of Power really condenses a lot. It kind of like flattens the history of Middle-earth a little bit, and has like a bunch of stuff that has like hundreds and hundreds of years separating it, happening at the same time as other events. What was I gonna do? I wanted to check my retainers, that's right, before we get started on the near raids. Like something that's already happened in like the portion of the book that I've been reading, is that everything with the forging of the rings, with Celebrimbor and Sauron and everything has all already happened. Eregion and all of that. And at the part that I'm at right now, we're just getting into the life of an individual known as Ar-Pharazôn. I don't know if that's specifically how that's pronounced, but Ar-Pharazôn was kind of a dick. He was kind of a right cunt. And it's his reign that ultimately, if I recall correctly from what I had previously read, because I was looking up a lot of this stuff when I was watching Rings of Power, it's his reign as king that ultimately results in the titular fall of Numenor, right? And I want to like make sure that I'm clear about this. Like everything with the forging of the rings, Eregion and Celebrimbor and Sauron has already happened, and hundreds of years later, you've got Ar-Pharazôn coming into power. But in Rings of Power, these two events are concurrent. They're happening simultaneously. You've got everything with Ar-Pharazôn going on over on Numenor. You've got everything with Eregion and Celebrimbor and Sauron and everything all happening in Middle-earth. And it's interesting, because it's just like... I've seen a lot of people talking about, like, Rings of Power just like, oh, that's not how that happened. That's not how that happened in the books. They're really condensing stuff. And it's just like, I get that. Why is that necessarily a bad thing? You know? I don't know. This is probably a conversation that I should save for if I go back to do like another like Middle-earth game, like if I do like Return of the King or the Lego Lord of the Rings and Hobbit games, or if I ultimately decide to do Shadow of War which I can't guarantee, because I don't really like Shadow of War all that much. It's kind of got a lot of, like, mechanic bloat in it. But anything could happen. Let's just real quick knock the... I got another horizontal neon wall light. Holy fucking shit. Okay. So, I posted on Blue Sky the other day that I had gotten a pretty major payday in this game to the tune of nearly 2 million gil. And it was because I sold one of these. So that's just going for like a flat milli right now. But when I had initially put mine up, I want to say it was closer up to like the 1.8 mil. I don't know, people really want neon mounted wall lights, I guess. I'll take another mil, sure, why not? Chronopio skin. Chronopio skin. Alright, what we got? God damn, okay, 6548. My retainer's bringing me some good shit. God damn, okay. Get out of here, go find me something else expensive. Alright. On that note, let's pop over to Still Tide. Okay. And, Horse. There we go. Now we're ready. Oh, hold on. I need to, like, actually start the New Game Plus thing. Let's see. YoRHa Dark Apocalypse. Apocky Whips. What is this? Is there a Pandemonium follow-up? There is? Since when? When did that get added? Do you not have the minion? What minion? Like 7 something? For real? I don't think I have a Themis minion. Is that an award from that quest line? Or is it like I need the minion to do the quest? Okay. Okay. That's something I'm gonna have to do off stream. Goddamn. Alright. I did not realize that was a thing. In my defense, I might have thought that that was Arcadian the last time that I did anything. Because the last time I would have, like, been in this particular menu at all would have been when I was running the Eden raids. And that was, like, months ago. So when I saw this, I might have just thought, oh, they must be, like, gearing up to, like, have, like, the Arcadian New Game Plus in there. That's probably what that's a placeholder for. I didn't realize there was a Pandemonium follow-up. That's cool. I'll need to find out where to do that later. For now, we gotta get in on this shit. With the unearthing of mechanical oddities beneath the dwarven village of Comra came myriad mysteries, and you find yourself recruited by the precocious siblings, Anog and Konog, to solve them. Your involvement with the strange woman identified as 2P, however, brings not answers, but heretofore unseen dangers to Norvrent. Thus the question remains, what awaits beyond? I think you talk to the normal person in lab. Okay, so in Labyrinthos. Gotcha. Alright. Well, that's fine. I'll go check that out a little bit later. That's buck wild. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. Hold up. Wait, am I? Oh yeah, no. I was. I'll confirm shortly if it's what shows up there in my New Game Plus. Oh wait, where's the thing? Oh, it's over in Tomra. That's right. Yeah, it'll be an old Charlie in 1111. Okay, gotcha. Alright. Hello, gossipy dwarf. A new rumor has the dwarves of Comra in a right tizzy. You heard the latest rumor out of Comra. The strangest find in recent memory, though actual details as to what its said find actually is have yet to emerge. If you do happen to come into any juicy tidbits, I'd be keen to hear them. The suspense is killing me here. Sure, man. Pew. It is. I have 2 Pandemonium New Game Plus things. All right. Good to know. I will track that down post-stream. So we are going to be doing the whole of this particular section of the game in the 2B outfit. With the 2B hair. Just because, like, I had already, like, the last time that we went through the YoRHa Dark Apocalypse raids, the entire gimmick I went with there is that for each leg of the raid, I used, for the particular, like, class I was playing as, I used gear from that particular raid. So I figured this time might be fun to just use the 2B gear. Hello, Kale. Welcome. Kale, you missed it. I had a fucking panic attack seeing that there was a blank item in the New Game Plus menu next to Pandemonium. And I'm just like, wait, did they add something for Pandemonium? You didn't miss too much, thankfully. We're only just starting YoRHa. Hello, Zilla. Welcome. You guys did miss Igal's horse outfit, though. Sorry to say. I missed the New Year's stream. Horse? Yeah, I made a horse outfit. If I end up in a sanctuary, I'll show off the horse outfit. They did a callback. Umama Sume? No, Mabuguyo. Umayoshiki. Umeyoshiki. But like I said, y'all are in time for the start of YoRHa Dark Apocalypse, which I was saying earlier, by far, one of my favorite goddamn raid series in the game. Hello, AK4. Welcome. YoRHa. This is the, so the gunblade that I'm using is the first form of the, oh god, what are they called? The, like the special one that you can get for, Oh god, I want to say this is the Bozja one? Relic weapon, thank you. I might be able to join my internet behaving in a long raid is more comical for my issues. So you need a person for raid, I can hop in, I'm just figuring out dinner. I've never seen it in full, just a plot summary, which considering I've been a Draconeer fan since like 2005. I was talking about you missed me talking at the beginning of the stream about like how much I love like the Nier games and how Drakengard is hard to talk about because I don't want to get my video I don't want to get my stream demonetized. No, I don't think it would be that big of a deal. I'm not playing the games on stream, so I don't even know. Like I would feel so weird if I were to play like Drakengard 3 on stream, which is really the only one that I have access to right now. I think we can do it all in one stream. We're probably not going to do the whole thing in one stream. I have already been going for an hour, and I think that, God, because I did all of these once before. I did the YoRHa Dark Apocalypse raids back when I made them part of my Nier series playthrough, and this is going to be part of the New Game Plus 3. Let's see, Dark Bunpocalypse, I think is what I called them. Yeah. And those all took, like, roughly 2.5 hours a piece on average. I love 1 and 3, and I sure 100% to Drakengard 2. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you did that. Yeah, I was talking about how it's just like those games, like I can't get into the detail of like a lot of characters in those games and like what their deals are, but by golly, there's some of the like best dark fantasy stories I think I've ever heard, quite frankly. This is the wrong controller. I have like 4 different controllers on my desk. And only one of them is the one that I'm actually using. But this particular gunblade I felt was the most like YoRHa coded, so. No time for you, friend. We've our hands full with this latest find of ours. Hey, man. I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of a new discovery of untold value that only a select few are allowed to see for themselves. That said, there may come a time when I find myself utterly fascinated by that pile of rocks over there, and I'd be completely oblivious to anyone attempting to sneak past. You're a woman of the world, ain't you? Don't make me say it plain. Wicked white! How bloody stupid are you? You, the imbecile, give me, the guard, 10,000 gil. Then you, the imbecile, get to walk past me, the guard, and see the amazing find. Got it? No? Then you do not get to pass. You go away. Good day, miss. Lolly, what in the blazing hells do you think you're doing, man-ho? Is that any way for a guard to behave? Is it? No, sir, chief, sir. No rations for you tonight. Chief, no, mercy. Man-ho. Would you believe me in saying it died again? I would, unfortunately. It's not fair, I tell you. A dwarf toils day in and day out for a pittance, only to try and make a little something extra on the side. Why do they get him? Bah. Right, well, anyway, bugger off. Not my pass without the chief's permission, which I know you haven't got. Hey man, can I have permission? Wait, don't tell me. I assume you came all this way to put in for the position. Sorry, but it's already been filled. Came all this way for the what now? Don't go playing silly buggers with me. The queer ruins we found deep in a cavern through a tunnel over there. The one filled with all kinds of machina? To the point we started calling it a bloody machina graveyard? Yes, well, we were looking to hire another guard, but the position's since been filled by that fellow that tried to swindle you a moment ago. Queer ruins. These ruins gay as fuck. So, you're out of luck, I'm afraid. Chin up, lass. Your time will come around again soon enough. Hold on. Natalie shared art in a server that we're in, and I want to look at it. Oh yeah, that's the whip that she had finished up. Hold on, I need to send something to someone real quick. There we go. Okay. Since you're here and still unemployed, mind delivering a message for me? It's for two younglings in Comra, Hanog and Konog, sister and brother, twins, found of wearing white and black, twin thing, I suppose. The message is as follows. Lolly bleeding ho. This is no place for children to be messing about. Stay far, far, far away, or else. Got it? Oh, you... Hey man, don't assume that I'm here. You know what they say about assuming. It makes an ass out of you and me. Guess I can live with the saucer for the night. Hey, kids! Can't you see we're in the middle of a very important conversation? You got business with us? The chief put you up to this, and you agreed? Haven't you got anything better to do with your time? Wait, those garments, that quiet confidence, those powerful neck muscles sculpted by a lifetime of nodding. This is that sinner everyone's been talking about, sister. She's the guileless fool we've been waiting for, the perfect patsy. Good thinking, brother. Let's get right to it then. I can hear everything you're saying. Ahem. You wouldn't happen to be that kindly stranger everyone likes and adores. You are, aren't you? Perhaps you would be willing to do us a teensy little favor? Of course you would. Here it is, the line. My brother and I are conducting some highly secret research at the moment, but we've hit a dead end. To continue, we need to get our hands on an automaton core. So I'm to be your patsy. Oh, don't be silly. Everyone knows you're the soul of generosity. A sinner who cannot help but render aid to her fellow sinner in their hour of need, not for fame or fortune or any other reward, but simply for the joy of it. Am I wrong? The dialogue for, like, the dialogue choices that you can give the Warrior of Light in this scene are some of the best in the game, quite frankly. This is another one of those moments where it really doesn't matter what I have to say, isn't it? Now you're on the trolley. The core requires being stored with other sundry materials on the cliffs above us. Once you have it, bring it to my sister. Hold on. Just gotta... There we go. Okay. Don't dally, sinner. We need that core for our research. As soon as you have that automaton core, bring it to me straight away. Whee! Up there, maybe? Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Ah, there you are. Jog. Puff, don't be getting any funny ideas just because it gets dark out these days. I'll be taking my beard off for my one true love and no one else. Comra is an interesting area to consider because in the like the normal version of the game, like if you were to never even touch YoRHa Dark Apocalypse, there isn't really a lot of reason for you to actually come here. I think there's only like a handful of like side quests that like bring you over to Comra. But for the purposes of the YoRHa Dark Apocalypse raid, it's like your fucking base of operations. It's the most important area in this particular quest line. The only reason to come here in the MSQ is because Tomra dwarves are being racist. True! You gave him the old lolly bleeding hoe, did you? Hope they took it to heart. Ah, there's the sinner now. And is that the core I spy in her hot little hands? I'm sorry, what did you just say about me? I mean, I do have nice hands. Brilliant! All we've got to do is sell this for a small fortune, then we'll be one step closer to seeing our plans for world domination to fruition. Oi, Anog! Lolly nay on the domination hoe! Oh, right. That was a close one, brother. Now then, for our next request. Lolly, what in the hells are you two up to, ho? If you're even thinking of taking advantage of this good sinner, I'll tan both your hides and toss you from the top of White Oil Falls. Now get you gone. Sir, yes, sir. Sorry about that. They don't know any better on account of them being all on their own. No parents. Not that they're doing their plotting right next to the Chief. They've lost more than most, you could say. More than anyone ever should. Anyway, I've been meaning to ask. Everyone says you're the soul of generosity, a sinner who cannot help but render aid to her fellow sinner in their hour of need, not for fame or fortune or any other reward, but simply for the joy of it. Am I wrong? I'd swear you just repeated nearly word for word with those two... Never mind. We're short on a lantern at the dig site. Should be another in the cave just outside of the village. Mind going and fetching it for me? Of course you don't. Once you got it, bring it to me back at the dig. Oh, and don't worry. I'll see you're compensated for the trouble. Well, that's good, because I'm pretty sure Anog and Kanog were about to just, like, have me do a bunch of shit for free. Whoop. Do I do it? Do wa oh wa oh. Lolly ho. And what are you going in as? Oh, Red Mage. Got it. Cool. Red Mage is good to have. They hired another guard. It's Delina. What does it matter to you if we go through? It's not like it's your find. You have nothing to lose. You really must let us through. It's a matter of the utmost importance. What the hells are you two on about? Trust me, Red Mage is good to have. No, I know. I have played these enough to know that a Red Mage is good to have. And I would usually go in as Red Mage for Tower at Paradise Beach. Tower at Paradigm's Breach. You're guarding the sauce. There you are. I presume that lantern you're holding is for yours truly. Yeah, I guess. Don't worry, I'll be your spatula for the tower. Hey, I do good at these raids. Much obliged. Here, a little something for your trouble. Never let it be said that a dwarf character doesn't pay his debts. Anyway, if we've nothing else to discuss, just let us pass already. We want to see the ruins. Please, 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 please. No, 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 no. It's dangerous and off limits, and even if I were the sort of man who could be bribed, which I'm not, I'd be shocked if you two had anything valuable enough for me to risk my neck looking the other way. Why are you and everyone else so bloody obsessed with trying to get a look at the cavern filled with mysterious machina anyway? It's just a bloody scrap heap, isn't it? No, no, it's so much more. Based on our research, we have reason to believe that those ruins contain... That's your sister.
How many times must you nearly give the game away? It's supposed to be our secret. Oh, yes, right. It's just so hard sometimes to contain my enthusiasm.
Nothing. These runes contain nothing of value whatsoever. We shall leave you to your affairs, honorable guard, sir, and bid thee farewell. Honestly, I'm beginning to hope that there really is nothing of value in there for all the trouble it's causing. But as I was about to say, if we've got nothing else to discuss, then you'd best be on your way. It's dangerous to wander about an active dig, and I don't want anyone getting hurt. Listen, you may be good, but the tower needs a spatula. For sure. Wicked White, if you start pestering me like those twins to get inside, I tell you, what's the point of being a guard if you can't profit off of it? Why would anyone ever take this job? I don't know. I ain't no fucking guard. Oh, I can just pop on back over here, actually. Also, I love that the Comrade dwarves are actually super chill until you do anything with Tomra. Hey man, you'll never guess. Poked around Comrade, did you? Learn anything about that big find? Now, bunny bunny banunny banoy. A machine graveyard, eh? Interesting, interesting. This could be the beginning of a great and grand adventure. Or an utterly nonsensical one, though that does have its appeal on occasion, I'll allow. A scandal in Comra. A certain gossipy dwarf has news that might be of interest to you. Hail, sinner! Have you heard about the string of thefts in Comra? Word has it they haven't the foggiest who's behind them. Not a clue. They've gotten desperate to find the culprit, I'm told, pointing fingers at any who so much as sneeze in a suspicious fashion. Why, the next thing you know, they'll be blaming their old rivals in Tomra. Wicked White! They would do that, wouldn't they? Damn those thin-bearded blighters. Listen, Sinner, you go and tell them that if they try to pin this on us, there'll be consequences. That's not even... Okay. Whee! Scree! I do enjoy how this particular, like, it's the Nier Automata raids, but it also blends in like a dash of Gestalt / Replicant and just like a pinch of Drakengard in there as well. It's fun. And I'm excited to really get into it some more. Again. Beep. Blah, excuse me. I hope Ake gets to see them. I also hope Ake gets to see them. Hey man, I heard some shit's been going on. Yes, lolly bleeding oh, it's you. My apologies, Sinner. Been under a bit of stress lately and don't really have time to chat, although... Perhaps you can help. I know you welcome these sorts of requests for aid, after all. Things have been going missing, you see. At first, it was just the odd tool here and there, but then the thief began making off with finds from the dig. Valuable finds. If you've got the time, I could use some help in identifying the culprit. Okay. I don't like to think of it, but it's likely that the thief is one of our own. Hard to access the site otherwise, and I've investigated most of the unfamiliar faces in town to no avail. I can't very well ask you to stroll up to folks with a lolly-ho, done any crimes lately, but do have a look around. Perhaps you can find a clue that I've overlooked. I'll take anything at this point, frankly. Oh man, I was over in Tomra and I didn't show horse outfit. Darn. Burnished bracelet. Oh well. Next time I hit up a town. Chief! I found something. Clag. You don't look to have our criminal stuffed in your pack there, but I take it you found some manner of clue. Yeah, I got this thing. Hold on. I think I've seen this before. It belongs to a young lady in the village, if I'm not mistaken, though I couldn't say how she came by such a valuable trinket. Seeing as regular folk can hardly fail to notice when something jewel-encrusted goes missing, she'll likest not be wondering where it's gone right about now. You'll probably find her in a panic, all the better for getting her to spill her secrets. Yeah, alright. Yeah, alright. A delicate dwarven damsel. Thrice damned beardless son of a shite-eating hob! Where, oh where, can my bloody bracelet have gone? You mean this thing? You found it! And you're returning it too? Well, bugger my beard. Thank you ever so much. It was a gift, and I'd hate to have lost it. Bunny Benoy. A gift from who, you ask? You probably don't know him. He's a guard over at the dig site. I had no idea that sort of job pays so well, but it must. When we met, he was a right bastard where money was concerned. I could hardly get him to pay for my ale, but of late he's been downright generous. In a much better mood, too. And so very affectionate. Yes. That's nice, Bunny. Focus on the bracelet, if you insist. I don't know where he got it, though. We didn't do a lot of talking. If you catch my drift, we fucked. Girl, we fucked all night. If you're that curious, you'll have to ask him. He keeps watch over the entrance day and night, so he's not a difficult man to find. The dig site watch's name? It's You know, I never asked. We rolled all night like a hammer and an anvil. How are those guardly duties going for you, Delina? Well, I can't complain. She's putting in about as much effort as this other guy. Listen here, if you don't let us in, we'll scream really loudly into your ear. How would you like that, hmm? She's checking her favorite streamer. Me. No. Come on, let us in, let us in! Come on, you know you want to. What I want is for you two to bugger off. I'm a watchman, not a stand here while everyone annoys the piss out of me, man. Hello. Don't look now, Anok, but our very dear friend is here, and so very heavily armed, too. I'm sure she can help settle this little dispute. Hello. Of all the... Why are you here? As if costing me my dinner weren't enough. Bunny, banunny, banunny. How did I afford a jewel-encrusted bracelet on a watchman's salary? That's none of your concern. Oh, but I have a feeling that the chief will be quite concerned indeed. Doubt my words all you like. I won't be intimidated by the likes of you. Listen, man, I'm not strictly against you getting your dick wet by giving women expensive gifts, but, like, come on. Huh. Well, she's keeping busy. Crack him like an egg. You can just be a girl. Enoch, I don't think it's working. Go for the beard! Alright, where's the doubt button? Here we go. I doubt thee. This proves nothing, you hear me? Nothing! Ah! Well, I don't know what you were accusing him of, but I'm absolutely sure he's guilty of it. More importantly, he's made off with the key. After him! Okay. Enoch and Kana got this, it's fine. You know, it doesn't got this? These plants, they're thirsty. Alright, I should go help them. Because otherwise, I can't make a stream that's just me sitting at a plant all day. For like 2 hours, just watering it. I could. Could I? Interesting concept. Hey, what are you guys up to? This is starting to feel like real work. The jig is up. Now hand over the key. I mean, if we time the tangents well enough. True. We've got you cornered. Oh. I don't think he's alone, sister. Ah! Oh no! 2 of them. Oh dear, a hasty retreat does seem to be in order. Just so. That's right, surprise triplets! What now, baldling? What did you just call me? What now, 5-head? Alright, let's just, hold on. I got 1 more in me. Oh, that's cool as hell. Alright. Excuse me, sir. Very well, I confess. I did it. Or, we did it. We took turns keeping watch while the others picked over items for the dig site and sold off whatever seemed valuable. And we would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for those meddling kids. Also you, however old you are. I just wanted to impress her. There's no chance of that now. All I can do is grovel before the chief and hope that he doesn't punish me too harshly. Hey, man, did your brothers also take turns with her? Or, like, what's the deal? What's going on with that? What did that lizard do to you? Looked at me funny. Also looked at the rock that was, like, over there funny. More importantly, it's labeled as an iguana, but it's clearly a chameleon. You notice that something shiny and metallic has fallen to the ground. Had a crush on. Picking up the glimmering object, you see it as the very key to the dig site that Anok and Kanog were so keen to obtain. Ah, fucked up. Can you imagine getting bribed by a handsome guard and you get back to the bedroom and the closet bursts open? Surprise, triplet! Depending on what you're into, that's either scary or thrilling. We've all taken our lesson to heart. No need to worry about us. Or to draw your weapon, thank you. Also, our convoluted plan turned out to be just as much work as taking the job seriously in the end, so there's that. Imagine you're dating a suspicious stranger in a trench coat and... Oh no! That's case closed then. It's a good job that you showed up. Who knows how long this farce would have continued otherwise. As for you, you won't be getting any dinner tonight, that's for certain. Ah, the detective. No, anything but the dinner. I had birria tacos tonight. It was really good. Natalie was talking about wanting to order out, and we were looking at a Mexican place that she had recently that she really liked, and I was thinking just like, oh my god, if they got like birria tacos or quesabirria on here, like that's it. My fate is sealed. And they had birria tacos. I was like, fuck, my fate is sealed. So I got birria tacos, and the birria tacos were really good. I fucking scarfed that shit down. Sorry, I started looking at my phone. To think that I was employing 3 brothers in disguise this entire time. I doubt I'll be changing my vocation to detective anytime soon. On the threshold, the dig site chief has noticed that Annog and Kanog are conspicuously absent. By the by, I haven't seen Annog and Kanog. Have you? Usually when they go this long without getting underfoot, it means they're up to something. I'd be grateful if you track them down again and send them my way. They're peskier than a pack of pixies, but even so, I'd rather keep them where I can see them. Gage, you missed someone named Tiny Rat. Damn, never had one. Oh no, Gage, your fate. Never had one. IDK what a birria is. I love the vegetarian enchiladas in my local restaurant, though. It's... Oh, hold on. I think that was them. Yep, Tiny Rat. Got him. Internet came back, but too long playing Pokemon instead. I understand. Birria tacos are basically... They're like... Okay, do you know what, like, a, what is it called? French dip sandwich? Or something? It's basically, you got these tacos with, like, these deep-fried, corn tortillas that are, like, covered in, like, a sauce. Like au jus, yeah, that's it. Au jus is what I'm thinking. And you dip it in, like, some stuff, and then you eat it, and it's really good. I'm doing a really bad job explaining it. They could be doing the raids. They're like at level 83. Dippin' tacos? Yeah. See, I thought you just put the birria on the taco. Hey, Delina. Nice work in trouncing those brutes earlier. You're so easy to push around, I had almost forgotten your vocation. Thanks? Or like inside. Nah, I dipped that shit. That's the watch taken care of, but we never did get that key. I have fantastic news! You mean to say that you picked it up? And no one's even noticed it's missing? Splendid! I shall open the door, and then you may escort us on our foray. Uh-huh. After all, everyone knows that the only thing that brings you more joy than being of service to your fellow man is adventure! Indeed, your adventurous spirit calls you toward ever greater challenges, no matter how staggeringly ill-advised or outright suicidal. Rude but fair, I suppose. Like marinated shredded beef soup. It was really good. Isn't it just? And it's great because, like, there was a place in the town that we previously lived in before we moved into this house. There was a place that had really good, like, quesadilla. But now it's too far away for us to drive. And we thought we found another place, but it's, like, round trip to, like, this another place. It's, like, 20 minutes one way, 20 minutes back, and then just, like, sitting there waiting to get the food, and it was fine. So having some place that is genuinely, like, really close by that does birria tacos is so good. And it's like a $16 meal. Hurry along now. There are secrets to be found here, and we'll be the ones to bring them to light, and possibly to market, depending. And maybe we'll even give you a share of the spoils. A small one, mind. Uh-huh. Alright, Delina, I'm going in. Man, they are so excited to sell those 2 Beachbody pillows. Locked, which bodes well for us finding something worth our time within, assuming we can get it open. The moment of truth, then. Ugh! Igail's shocked, but this also would have been her first idea as well. She spent way too much goddamn time with Nashu. Door's open. Bad news. There is a bigger door. That was easy. Oh. Hold on, I'm trying to remember what the robots in Nier sound like. Intruders sighted. Eliminating with extreme prejudice. Wait, so we have to be racist towards them? No, that's not how that works. Uh-huh. I always loved that, like, the little guys are built like those, like, wind-up toys. Oh. Hey, man. What have you done? Hey, I was only barely involved in this. Oh, hey girl, hey. Imagine the chief going, "Why weren't you at dwarf practice?" Wicked white. You can say that again.
The machine life forms.
It is so wild to me that, like, 2P became, like, a character. Like, it's literally just, like, her second player, like, alternate coloring. But she's literally called 2P. Ah. From Soul Calibur. Exactly. Machine life forms? What are you talking about? And why didn't you blow up? I am 2P. Call me 2P. The rest can wait. Girl okay? The machine life forms must be stopped. To do that, we must reach the heart of the ruins. Come. She'll probably be fine. Anog, Konog, don't you dare! How bloody stupid are they? Listen, Sinner, I know we've put you to plenty of trouble already, but I need you to stop them before they dig themselves any deeper. At this rate, someone's gonna get hurt. Smile. Kong. They don't make this easy, do they? These machine whatsits. If we can't unlock it, we'll need to break it down. I don't have a 9S here. I don't have a scanner type here to hack that door, unfortunately. Another door. Who needs this many doors? Sealed per defensive protocols, I believe. It's got little eyes on it. Uh-huh. Protocols, schmotocols. We got something for this immovable object. Unstoppable force. Lolly-ho. I see what you've done here. The Nashu approved method. Well, it worked. Can't really complain there. How'd you like that? I'm sure you were told to keep us from getting into trouble or some such nonsense, right? He is glaring at us. Who took care of those machines? Us. Who got the door open? Us. Who's gonna find out what's in there? Us. The copied factory, now accessible. Okay. Remind me to save the maniacal laughter for after the dust clears next time. Smell that? That gentle scent carried with the draft? That's the smell of secrets. That's the means of ingress secured. Onward. Invite my cute ass. Sure thing. There it is. Cute ass invited. Cute ass secured. Let's get in there. Focus, M. It might be a little bit. The Oh man, so I found out, so I saw that video of like the Mario in Unreal Engine like dubbed over with like the voices that make it sound like dialogue from like a AAA game. And apparently I thought it was I saw it, I'm just like, "Oh, this is funny. This is funny. This is a fun little like parody of like a very specific kind of dialogue." And then I looked away for 2 seconds, and apparently there's discourse now. Which is, like, come on, guys. Can we, can we just enjoy a thing? Please? Can we enjoy a thing because it's funny? Because now people are talking about, like, certain kinds of games being quote-unquote Focus M games. And then from there, you've got discourse about whether or not something truly is a Focus M game, or if people even, like, understand what a Focus M game is supposed to be. And it's just like, why are we doing this in particular? This seems like a very weird thing to start making a big fuss over. But of course, we can't really have good things. People can't be normal about something. It's gotta be turned into like a whole thing. EA discounts its best game ever by $54 for a limited time. What does that mean, and what is it talking about? PlayStation Store, Xbox, Steam, Walmart, and GameStop are all running the deal. Mass Effect Legendary Edition for $6. That is a really good deal. That's Mass Effect 2 for $6 and 2 free games included with it. I'm sorry. I'm not that sorry, but I am sorry. I do like Mass Effect 2, though. It's been so long since I've, like, touched any of those. Garrus Husbarian. True! Why? Okay. I feel like I've talked about this before. It bothers me so goddamn much when, like, I guess I don't hate the idea of people making, like, fan-made trailers for things that they want to see. But there is a part of me that gets bothered whenever, like, it gets pushed to me as if it's, like, a real thing. Like, I remember, like, seeing just, like, oh, John Carter 2, and it's just like, who the fuck decided that making a second John Carter movie was a good idea? And then only to find out, just like, oh, it's a fan-made trailer. And then just, like, I get a push notification for YouTube, it's just like, Stranger Things Season 6, first trailer. It's just like, I know for a fucking fact that Season 5 was the last one. You can't fucking lie to me. And it did, in fact, say, this is a fan-made concept trailer. It's just like, man, come on. Isn't that shit AI generated a lot? It didn't used to be. Like, it used to be just people, like, cutting together, like, footage from other movies. In order to, like, put something together just like, this is what I would like to see, for this sort of thing, you know? Like, I remember, I think there was, like, a fan-made trailer for, like, an MCU version of Fantastic Four that I think used a combination of footage from the original Fantastic Four movies, because obviously most of those actors hadn't been featured in an MCU film yet, but it replaced any footage of Chris Evans as Johnny Storm with the main character from Tron Legacy, as, like, kind of a fan casting kind of deal. Like, that's how it used to be. These days, like, I'm sure that they're, like, rife with AI trying to make, like, fake trailers for shit. I don't know. At least with the old way that people did it, just, like, you had to, like, cut around, like, dialogue and footage to just kind of, like, make it seem like it was a real thing rather than just, like, AI generating shit. But I tend to avoid those regardless. Because I just don't want to experience that sort of thing, you know? Ugh. At least with a real fan-made trailer, like, someone put in the effort for a thing they like. Yeah, no, for sure. Even if it's dog shit, it's still a thing you care about. Yeah. I'm getting warm in here. Oh. So this could take a bit. Which, I mean, understandable. I kind of figured it could take a bit. I didn't prepare anything to talk about, I'm realizing here. Did I finish talking about Fall of Numenor? I think I did. I have been hearing about... I was talking about this with Zilla earlier. I have been hearing about a lot of people who have been making plans for the new year, like resolutions and stuff like that, that they want to read more, which is great. I didn't hear anything about Fall of Numenor. Okay, well... long and short of it is that it's kind of funny reading Fall of Numenor while having also seen Rings of Power so far, because Rings of Power condenses so much of the major events of the Second Age into like a series of like maybe a month. Where it's just like you read Fall of Numenor, which kind of like lays out everything like in chronological order for from like the beginning to the end of the Second Age of Middle-earth. And it's just like, oh yeah, you know, Sauron tempted Celebrimbor, made all of the magic rings, Eregion fell, and then Sauron retreated to Mordor, and then hundreds and hundreds of years pass, and Ar-Pharazôn comes to power in Numenor, and he's gonna cause all sorts of things to go wrong. And then, like, you're watching, like, Rings of Power, and it's just, like, Sauron going to Eregion and starting the creation of the magic rings happens within, like, weeks prior to Ar-Pharazôn coming to power within the show. And it's like, I see a lot of people talk about, like, adaptations are never going to be, like, 100% perfect. Like, that's just kind of, like, there's so much that, like, one medium can do that another medium can't do. Like, this is just kind of, like, the truth of the matter. And the timeline of, like, Lord of the Rings and and The Hobbit and the Legendarium and everything is one of those things that it's just, like, you can't really help but, like, have sort of both either, like, intentional or unintentional, like... Is condensation the right word? I don't think... Like, it's condensed. You know? Like, it's cut down to an extent. Like I said, either intentionally or unintentionally. Just because of the nature of... like, what it is that you're doing. Like, the pacing of Fellowship of the Ring, like, hold on, I'm gonna, I need to, okay, so the pacing of Fellowship of the Ring is not necessarily served in any sort of way, like, especially when, like, what they're trying to build up is, like, the importance of just, like, Gandalf's suspicion and panic with regards to, like, whether or not Bilbo's ring is the One Ring. What part of that is served by having any way of acknowledging the fact that 17 years have passed between Bilbo's birthday party and Frodo leaving the Shire? Like, you could throw, like a time passage card up on the screen just, like, 17 years later. But, like, that doesn't exactly serve the story. So that's kind of like an unintentional, like, condensing of the narrative where it's just like, you don't acknowledge that there's a 17-year gap. If you know the books, you could assume that that 17-year gap is still there, especially when they eventually do get to Rivendell and they find Bilbo, and he's stupid old now. But there isn't necessarily, like, a benefit to the structure of the story to acknowledge that specifically for the movie, you know? And, like, I talked about how, like, unless you, like, you know before, it's... The pacing of the movies is such that, like, I don't think I ever really realized that the span of time that like, passes between, like, them setting out from Rivendell and them completing their quest is a passage of, like, months at a time, you know? So for Rings of Power, like, you know, I see people talk about it just like how Rings of Power is just like, oh, it didn't happen like that. Oh, these events did not take place at the same time. And it's just like, you're correct. They didn't. But for the story they're trying to tell, and for the events that, like, they want to cover in this, like, is it possible that the narrative, like, I'm sure there's, like, is it possible that the narrative could be improved by having it just like, oh yeah, all this stuff with, like, Eregion and Numenor happened, like, hundreds of years apart from each other? Like, is there necessarily a downside to having all of this stuff happen at the same time? I always forget about the 17-year gap. Yeah. Yeah, because that's when Gandalf was looking for Gollum. That's when Lord of the Rings Gollum takes place. Is within that 17-year gap. Sort of. Kind of. Part of it, at least. Wow, we're really not getting anyone for Copied Factory, huh? What was I saying before? Yeah, I was talking with friend of the stream, Zilla, about just, like, a lot of people making it a point this year that they want to read more. Which is neat, honestly. I think I think it's cool that people want to read more. And I hope that everybody who says they want to read more, like, finds books that they enjoy. I definitely count myself among that. I feel like it's been a hot minute since I last, like, really sat down and, like, read something. I did a lot of reading of the first book in the Mist book series, as well as, like, Fall of Numenor, while Natalie was in the hospital last year. Oh, there we go. And there's a number of books that I've started, but I haven't finished yet. Oh, I also started rereading the Book of Sith. That was back when I was, like, playing through Star Wars games. Specifically when I was playing through Force Unleashed. I do want to do more Star Wars games. I feel like a lot of what I have been reading recently has been, like, fantasy stories. And I think maybe that's just kind of, like, what I'm into right now between, like, my, Oh, hey, someone hasn't done this one before. That's cool. Light party. I maybe jumped that gun a little hard. I maybe got a little too eager there. I'm gonna be honest. One of the best things about this particular raid series is that it's got the, it's got near music. Vaughn said, let me at him. I really did. Like, in my defense, I genuinely love this particular raid series. And I have played it enough that I'm pretty confident in main-tanking it. So genuinely, it's just kind of a reflex of like, yeah, I'll just go ahead and get in there. Whoop. Ah, damn. No, my Vuln stacks! I'm glad that wasn't the one that would have hit me, because I wasn't looking at the screen when it was casting it. I'm good at this game. I've been playing this game for years. Can you tell? I certainly can. Ah, fuck. I didn't see that thing there. Oh well, it's only 1 volt stack. Whoa, shit. I would like you to stop having mechanics, please. Thank you. Pretty sure I've got this one already. Yep. How about the Boots of Healing? I don't have the Boots of Healing. Okay. Favorite song of these raids is the last one in this raid specifically. It's so good. New booties. Zilla, I've played these particular raids so much that I have, like, a lot of the gear from them already. So, like, if I find that there is a piece that I don't actually have yet, I've just, like, I might as well grab this. We ready? Let's go! It's not a boss. I don't feel quite as bad as, like, jumping into all that. It's fine. These guys really don't, like, move around in a predictable pattern very well. If I'm able to play again, I'm going to just be basing and looking at all you fancy folks at my fashion goals. You should absolutely have fashion goals, honestly. We'll get you the fashion. Zilla, I can probably find, like, outfits that, like, we can just give you, honestly. Forget what I named him. Can you trade the 2B outfit? You can't, unfortunately. It's not tradable, I don't think. We'll check at the end of this, but I'm reasonably certain that you can't. And the bitrate on this video is going to look amazing. What do we got here? Oh, this one, huh? Okay, get out of the way of that. Look at me, motherfucker. There's also a number of glams that you can get just by unlocking achievements. And then there's like a guy in Gridania that you trade like a specific kind of currency into. Like you can get Cloud's Advent Children outfit, you can get Squall's outfit. I think you get the outfit... What's the Wild Rose outfit for? I also remember y'all were pretty excited about some new fanciness update or something. Yeah, so I can show it off a little bit after the fact. But there was a pretty major update to the way that like the glamour system works that a lot of people were really excited for. It's just hard to really get into the details right now. Did I just hit provoke? Why did I hit provoke? It's not so much that I just didn't need to, but it's just like, that was definitely a misclick. Oh, he's gonna drop another box on us. When do we get fried in hot oil? Oh, there it is. I was wondering when that was gonna start up. Like a bunch of chicken nuggets. God, I could fuck with some chicken nuggets right now. God, I know we had Mexican, but I wonder if Natalie would want to do chicken nuggets or something. So I could go for some chicken nuggets. So Zilla, the basic breakdown is that previously, if you wanted to make a... Oh, fuck. Previously, if you wanted to make a glamour where essentially you make a piece of armor look like a different piece of armor, you were restricted to just being able to do so with either armor that was like of a proper like level, or and it had to be the same class as like the character you were looking to glamour to, or like the armor that you were looking to glamour to. And there were a number of outfit pieces that like didn't have like a particular restriction on like class or job or anything like that, that you could just apply to anything, but there were a number of items where it was just like, oh, this is only like a white mage item, so you can only glamour it to white mage gear. And the big update that we recently got is that that restriction no longer applies. So you can glamour just about anything to just about anything else, regardless of what class you are. Okay, I have both of these already. Did I get the healing boots? I don't think I did. I get my Bunman fine as hell is what you're telling me. Oh yeah, absolutely. There is a restriction still on outfit pieces that are from... Okay. Everyone here? Cool. I'm going in. There is one person who's still behind, but they'll skill issue. No, I shouldn't say that. It's not a boss, it's fine. It's just been really nice not having to worry about, like, will the idea that I have for this particular character or for this particular outfit, like, be restricted because, like, if I wanted to make, like, an outfit for, like, my monk class, am I going to be restricted by the fact that, like, the best option for the top that I want to use is, like, a healing item for, like, white mages? And now that's not even something I have to worry about anymore. Ah. Maybe I should have kept you in the middle. That's fine. You're almost dead. You got, like, less than 30% left. That's basically zero. Ooh. Wow, 5 Vuln stacks. Very quickly, 5 Vuln stacks. I might be getting a little greedy, I'll admit. I'm just looking at outfits for this game. This is my Barbie dress-up game now. YoRHa collection. Look that up. That is one of the, I would say, best resources if you are looking... A, if you want inspiration for outfits, and B, if you're looking to make a specific cosplay of a character that doesn't already have a cosplay built into the game, YoRHa collection is where you want to go. That's where you ended up? Hell yeah. I was looking up Brother Nier outfits since the new hairstyle that was added to the cash shop, or one of the new hairstyles, is very Brother Nier coded. Hey there, big boy. Okay, I'm gonna wait. Wait until everyone's here. I'm ready. The 1 out of 24. Is there someone who's just like AFK or something? Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh, we're not at Way to the World Prelude yet. Lila, don't you remember? There's one more boss fight. This is just, oh god, which one is this? Possessed by disease, I think? You can barely hear the background music. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Okay, and then he's gonna go wide. And we gotta be away and to the side. Whoop! Nope. Oh, hold on. I think I actually gotta go over here. Oh, that's a big looking laser. Oh shit. Oh right, we all gotta be back here. Might be investing into the alternative set because nothing is funnier to me than showing up in a high fantasy setting looking like a mall god. That's a lot of recent stuff, actually. Oh, right. I didn't want to be standing there. Whoopsie daisy. That's fine. It's only 1 volt stack. What's the worst that could happen? I got 5 in the last fight, and I turned out okay. Ow. Did that person just run into me? Oh, that's 3 vuln stacks. What's the worst that could happen? I'm gonna go ahead and pop a couple things here, though. Oh, shit. Oh. Mark smash. Oh. See, they fell off eventually. Oh, here we go. Let me target you. Hey, let me target you. Hey. Oh, this is the one where he does the far side and then I have to stay in the middle. Okay. Yeah, no, I got this. I got this. Alright, Edgar. Now drop a train on him. Let's fucking go! Oh. Yay! We did it. Okay, ooh! Hold on. I did not get these the first time. Jacket of Striking, I definitely have, yeah. Woo! But yeah, you've got, like, Raveware, you've got, like, Techware. You'll need to keep in mind, some of the stuff that you're looking at may... There's stuff that's in-game, and then there's stuff that's in the cash shop, which you would need to pay, like, real money for. That's him, the one controlling the machines. Who could it be? Why, it's 9S from Nier Automata. Well, well. Android, YoRHa number 9, Type S. Now I destroy you, once and for all. Oh, shit. Wow, they didn't wait at all, huh? That's fine. To the flank. Behind. Da, 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 da. This is by far one of my favorite songs in the game. Oh, I'm gonna get by that. Yep. It's fine. It's one Vuln stack. What's the worst that could happen? You're being patient, they were not. It's true. We can only hope that people will be a bit more patient when we do the other raids. Da, da, da. Alright, where are we going? Toops. Oh shit. Woo! Want this twink obliterated. I mean, to be entirely fair to them, it's not so much that I was being patient and they weren't, it's that I was in a cutscene because I'm streaming, so I need to show off the cutscene. Oh, right, we gotta do this. I didn't really have a choice but to be patient, is the thing. There's one person who hadn't done this raid yet. True. Oh shit. Delina? Oh, okay. So we gotta be over here. Whoa. I don't think I've ever noticed the little robots flying through the sky before. Okay. There's a part of me that can't feel too bad. This guy's name is Guilt. This tank's name is, or this warrior's name is Guilty Pleasure, which is a pretty good name. Oh. Nines, could you, like, just fucking die, perhaps? Alright, please hit him with the dong ding lappy. My girl with the vermilion skirt. Oh my god, no! 0.5%. Ugh. One day we'll get it before he does the second decoupling. And again. There we go. Oh, there were a few people who hadn't done this one, it looks like. Na 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 na. Uh-huh. I saw a player named non-player character. That's really good. Okay. Let's drop a player commendation on the healer. Okay, let's search for item. Got this one, so pass on that. Search for item. Don't got this one. Greed. Didn't get it. Search for item. Have these. Search for item. I don't have the fending gloves. Fucked up. Give me those. Unique and untradeable, unique and untradeable, unique and untradeable, unique and untradeable. Give me all those. The summoner was real good. Give me things to sell or give to people. Do you think he's okay? They got me up faster than the healers did. Very nice. I think he's fine. Oh yeah, he's okay. He'll probably be fine. There may be others lying in wait. We should withdraw. Okay. You're both all right by the looks of it. Didn't expect that. Well done. ... Ah, danger upon danger. Mystery within mystery. How invigorating, this invigoration. She just collapsed. 1 minute she was walking ahead of us, the next, well, as you see here. Though after all of that, perhaps the greater shock is that you're still standing. I'm impressed. And a little bit scared. Truly, you're wasted on the petty errands that everyone else puts you up to. Smile. Aww. Hey girl, hey. How you doing? Oh, are you feeling better? More importantly, who was that boy in black? How was he controlling the machines? Not a boy, an android. An advanced machine designed in imitation of mankind. Same as me. Ugh! You're a machine? Uh-huh. But that's impossible! It's hard enough to make a fully functioning Ironbeard or a wind-up automaton that bears a passing resemblance to a real person. To create machines that look and act and fight like you two, who could possibly have done such a thing? And how? But, fine. Let's say for the moment that I believe you. Why would one of these androids want to attack us? There's like books and plays about like that sort of thing, so don't worry about it. I don't know, but he's not the only one out there. And if the other androids come looking for these ruins, I can't promise they won't be just as aggressive. Anyone who gets in their way could be in terrible danger. This whole place could be in danger. If they're anything like what we just saw, I don't like our chances. Don't be silly. We have our clever minds. We have loads of explosives. We have an exceptionally violent assistant, and we even have an android of our own. I'm sorry. My systems took too much damage in that battle. I don't think I'll be functional for much longer. Ah. Those are all the sounds they made. I can only tell you what you need to do. Deep within the ruins lies the key. Find it. With it, we can stop them. The machines, the androids. With it, you can restore. Oh. Restore her to functionality, maybe? Herm. What in the hells was that about? Oh. A very promising discovery is what? So we must persevere. Onward, inward, away! This can only lead to good things. I knew that there was something of value in there. And once we get our hands on it, they'll see. They'll all see. The raid is funny in that there's a lot of lore you get from side stories like the collection or the books you can find. True. Oh, nothing. What? Did you hear something? The real question is, do we pack more explosives this time? Maybe we can fit some in your pack as well. You are coming along, right? Ah, who am I kidding? I know you wouldn't miss it. Oh, I'm sure I won't be given the choice to miss it.
Yes, yes, we both know that you're loving this. Uh-huh. And I have a present for you. Feast your eyes on this. It's a one-of-a-kind recording device, the portable archive. If you spot anything odd, anything at all, march right up to it and let this collect its data. Then we'll have a nice little set of records to review. I know, we're brilliant. Anyway, find a place for that in your pack, and do take care of what other preparations need doing. We'll be ready to go when you are. Okay.
Collection expanded. Portable archive acquired. Portable archive is now available under collection in the duty section of the main menu. Fill your archive by using it to record data at promising spots within the ruins. No stopping her now. So much for preparation. ... Fine mess this is. We're miners. We can't just not dig, but if we keep going and some mechanical monstrosity pops out from underground, we're still just miners. Leave me alone. I'm literally a miner. Okay, well that's gonna be it. 'Cause I feel like if we get started on something else, the actual, like, quests for this particular, like, quest line can be pretty long or have, like, a lot of dialogue. So we're going to go ahead. There is a bit more in this quest before the next patch, yeah. We're going to go ahead and stop here, and then we'll do more of the quests next time up to the next raid and just kind of see where we're at once that's done. I think this one taking a bit to get into really kind of set us back a little bit, but it was a lot of fun. I want to thank everybody for coming by the stream. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. If you enjoyed the stream, you can subscribe here on Twitch. We have special emotes for subscribers. Oh, wait, before I do that, is this considered a sanctuary? Yes, it is. Okay. I wanted to show y'all my horse outfit from when I did the quests earlier. Horse outfit. I chose this headpiece because it was the closest thing I had that kind of looked like a mane. But yeah, I was talking to earlier on stream. The boots are part of a PvP set, and I was really lucky to have wolf marks on hand, so that I didn't need to, like, do more PvP. No longer just black mage, correct? Yeah, this was the horse set. But Zilla, to kind of, like, make more of a point of what I was explaining earlier with regards to the removal of the restrictions for glamour stuff. So the boots and the pants that I'm wearing right now, those are unrestricted. They can be used for, like, all jobs, all classes. But the top that I'm wearing right now is a healing top. And this is on my monk. So this is a top that that previously would have only been accessible by, like, white mages, scholars, sages. Is there a fourth one? Do we only have 3 kinds of healers? Is there something I'm forgetting? Astrologian. That's what it was. An astrologian. And the hat that I have Aigeld wearing is a red mage hat. But this is her monk outfit. And it used to be that, like, their previous explanation for why they like kind of kept the restrictions there is because they wanted each sort of like class to have sort of like its own like visual aesthetic, generally speaking, for like the gear that you could get for it. And they worried that like muddying those waters would essentially just kind of like damage the visual identity of the classes that you were playing as. But then they issued like a takedown of a pretty major mod that people used to like mess with like outfit pieces and stuff like that, as well as like counterpoint the level 1 fursuits that everyone can use. True. As well as like a number of other sort of like physical modifications to characters, but that might also be something that they're working on soon as well. Considering that they've mentioned, well, they didn't take down Glamour. No, but I mean like Mare is what they took down, which like, yeah, with Mare, the entire thing was like syncing up like mod packages between characters so that like you could view other people with the mods they have installed in game. Fursuits, yeah, you can get, there's all sorts of stuff you can get. And I think the intense reaction people had to that, I feel like may have kind of given them like a kick in the pants, where it's just like they're realizing people take being able to like kind of individually express themselves in this game very seriously. Reasonably so. And as a result, I think the response to that may have had a bit to do with their ultimate decision, though some people reacted too strongly. No, absolutely. I think some of that may have had to do with their ultimate decision to remove that that restriction. And then they've been talking about like additional changes that they're going to be making to character creation. I think skin tones is one thing that they mentioned, or might be getting an overhaul. Also, there's the not safe for work thing. Yeah, that too. But we're not going to talk about that right now. People be given their characters gigantic tits and other various parts, and walking around naked and doing emotes in the quicksand that when you look at it, when your game isn't modded, just look like people doing weird emotes, but my god, they are sucking some dick. Some folks end up looking like they're straight out of IMVU. Yeah. And then sadly attacking the FF14 account. Yeah. That's kind of what it comes back to, is just like people using like official tags and like hashtags and stuff like that. It's so weird. It's the equivalent of somebody going on TikTok and just be like, did you know that you can make money by like setting yourself up as an LLC and then paying yourself with a credit card? And it's just like, why are you recording the crime? Oh, the best example, the fucking bill. Oh my god. There was a really good post I think I saw on Tumblr recently about that. I wonder if I can find it. Hold on. I feel like I reblogged that. Damn, so much for my tongue-in-cheek reference. Oh god, I think I might have reblogged it a little too long ago. Hold on, let me see. Can I just want to, please just let me search my blog in particular. FF14? Okay, yeah, here it is. Regardless of how much time passes, I think the FF14 billboard incident will forever be my favorite fandom drama to explain to someone, because to even understand the sheer magnitude of it, you have to explain the entirely unironic and sincere Final Fantasy XIV nightclub industry. I mean, yeah, you could just sum it up as MMO Guild advertises their in-game nightclub on a giant expensive billboard in real-life Texas, but it's way more engaging when you understand that the nightclub part is not the weird part of the sentence. It's not even the unusual part. The big problem is that the swimsuit wasn't actually released yet and had been modded into the game, and actually, okay, 14's devs have a weird relationship with modding, specifically with discretion, with modding, because of, okay, actually, so have you seen any footage of high-end World of Warcraft raids? Okay, so now that you understand the Omega Zoom scandal, I can explain the billboard. This date's going great, by the way. Oh, man, the fucking Omega Zoom scandal. Oh, God. It's a whole thing. So many good memes about the Zoom, too. Hello, Xanda. Welcome. We're actually just finishing up. I was just explaining to Zilla the details of the removal of the glam restrictions. I don't even remember Omega Zoom. Okay, so what was it? It was Omega Ultimate, I think is what it was. And the world first clear was a I think it was a Japanese party that cleared it, and it was pointed out that the person who was like streaming it and recording it was zooming out way farther than the game should have actually let them do. Which like turned into this whole thing. Like, I feel like that one got really ugly because I think there is like a bit of rivalry between like the US and Japan with regards to like doing world first content. So it's just like which I don't know if that is like a genuine rivalry or if it's like entirely one-sided or what. But I remember things around that one getting particularly ugly. Yeah, the ugly was legitimacy of world first plus the don't openly talk about mods. Yeah, the world first drama is yeesh. I'm glad that I don't do that shit. Oh boy. But yeah, it's just a whole thing. Modding is such like a fraught subject because it's just like there are games out there that are like super cool with mods, but like it has a lot to do with like it's a combination of like local laws and like culture and stuff like that. And with regards to like what is seen as like I don't know, it's a whole thing because the bit from that post about like high-end World of Warcraft rating is that World of Warcraft used to be built with the idea in mind that you were going to use mods, because Blizzard used to be like huge mod support company. For 14, the modding is like Yoshi P going, please shut the fuck up about it and we won't do anything probably. Yeah, like that's kind of the big thing, is just like people don't directly talk about it, like they refer to as like crimes, or like they tag it with like G posers and stuff like that, without directly like without necessarily directly tagging like the FF14 hashtag or the FF14 accounts on like Blue Sky or Tumblr and stuff like, or Blue Sky or Twitter and stuff like that. So yeah. Okay, we're going ahead and finishing up here anyway. So what was I saying? I want to thank y'all for coming by the stream. I hope y'all had a good time. I know I did. I'm excited to do more of the YoRHa raids. If you enjoyed the stream, you can subscribe here on Twitch. We have special emotes for subscribers. You can also follow me on Blue Sky and Tumblr at AcidXShark. That's AcidXSHRK, where I post all the streams as they happen. Or you can follow me on YouTube at AcidXShark, where I post all the streams after they happen. Art for the stream. Chat blocker was done by Isaac, who you can find on Twitter at Knucklebone, or Twitter. Blue Sky and Knucklebone, Knucklebone. Great guy, great art. Just put up a new piece today, actually, based on something from the game Fear and Hunger. That is super cool and moody. VTuber was done by Teva, who you can find on Blue Sky at Teva Meow. That's Tevameow, with rigging by V747, who you can find on Patreon. Upcoming streams: Tuesday, Ghostbusters; Thursday, Deltarune; Friday, Chronos the New Dawn, New Game Plus; next Saturday, continuing YoRHa Dark Apocalypse. We are going to be raiding Machine 17, who appears to still be going, I think. I'm going to double check to make sure that he is genuinely still going and not, like, immediately finishing up when we get over there. Hold on, I got an ad for, like, gambling. It is so weird that, like, there are ads for sports betting apps now. Like, that's weird, right? Go ahead and just... Okay, yeah. They're doing the boss raid, it looks like. Or the boss fight. As someone who kind of works in sports, I hate it so much. It's awful. But yeah, I'll see you next time on the Shark stream. Same Shark time, same Shark channel. Take care, everybody.